unlocked after Destroyer.
What's up, guys?
How dare you?
Yeah, where does that mirror go?
Back to Huntsman.
That's not the right direction.
I was like, let's look in the mirror, see what happens. Uh-oh. Well, now we know where to start.
More BOEs for Tano.
Spread the wealth, I say.
Yeah, me, myself, and I.
Let's see, we have a tank but no healers. Maybe we should try this yet.
He's a blood DK. He could heal all his want.
I'm sure you guys have some off healers.
I'll throw a band-aid on him or something. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's there. He's there.
No.
Oh, look how blunt Junks is. That was before the change.
Change.
They're healing to 2% on the pedestals.
The pedestal here. However, the orb buff is a shit ton stronger. Like a shit ton stronger.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it won't require us to get more healers.
I did notice that the guide mentioned that you should only go to 3 stacks, or maybe 3 stacks on the pedestal. I think you get up to
3 stacks
5
on the pedestal
if you do the full channel, which I was doing. So I was like, oh, okay, if that's like not a good idea, then we should just probably, make sure people understand that. Yeah, it puts too much of a dot on you is what they're saying, so then your healers are healing you instead of Kael'thas, which is not a good trade-off. Also, we probably want to put non-healing classes on it. I thought of that too. I'm like, well, I could just be tossing heals at that point when the ads are down at the beginning there. So I probably shouldn't go to pedestal because we should get into classes that have no heals.
The only problem with that is it takes an hour for him to walk over to the pedestal.
And then another hour back.
The infusers, yeah, they're super top priority when they're out, and they seem to come out right after you. Like, we would defeat a shade, they were out right after that.
The video said you could CC one side and then just focus on one and then rush the other side.
Yeah, which is a good idea, so they're not channeling.
Don't forget the milk, Dano.
Yeah, the infusers don't only come out after the shade is down. They can, if the shade is up, they'll just heal him instead of damaging Kale.
Yeah, it's probably just what our timing was with our DPS. DPS/healing.
I ran 5 Mythic Pluses today, and I got 5 sets of anima. Woohoo!
What's your highest one you've cleared so far?
8.
Was that on time?
No, we missed by a minute.
Okay.
I think 6 is the highest I've done in time.
Got it.
They're not that bad.
Alright, I'm back.
Just getting together with the right people.
For sure, yeah.
Hi.
Howdy.
The as reset.
Hey, Junks.
These ones did, anyways.
What happened to the warlock?
He's there. Dot for you. That's me.
And who's AutoZone?
I don't know.
Don't know. I'll
And
kick him.
Yeah, we
Imposter.
don't need either.
I'll kick him.
Just some pug.
To be real though, when he invited me yesterday, I was like, who the hell is this guy? That's like, he copied my name.
We ask the same question every day.
That's why it was so confusing. When you first joined us, Dot, it was so confusing when people were calling you Auto.
Doesn't matter what character you're on, Junks. You're always going to be Junks.
You're always going to be Tano.
Yep.
Hey, Junks, I'm trying to remember, what was your priest name when I joined?
I think it was Junks.
It was Junks.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I usually just rotate my name with whatever tune I'm playing.
It's actually his real name.
So, Junks, you like in Marksman?
Yeah, I like it.
Did they even nerf Marksman yet?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not yet.
No. Lazy, you're running logs, right?
I haven't started yet, but
Yeah, yeah. If you could please just start it again, just so I can make sure. I'm gonna test live logs again, see if it's still being wonky for me.
Is Drac not raiding this tier? Or did you just start late?
Say that again.
Sorry, is Drac not raiding with us this tier, or is he just started late?
Yeah, not this tier.
Starfall.
Nice cover.
You alright tonight, Junks? You're kind of quiet.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't talk that much, do I?
Well, I mean, you're not explaining a fight yet, so.
It's true.
Oh, you're saving your voice. I understand.
That was rude, so.
So, did you hear any more about the snowstorm? Now we're talking up to 2 feet of snow for us.
Where are you?
Northern Virginia, Maryland area, DC area.
We're getting snow today. But it's like half the state is.
It's not cold here yet, Chubb. It won't stick to the ground.
No, it's going to. Wednesday, it's going to be in the 20s when it snows most of the day.
Well, we're just barely getting our first rain yesterday.
Must be nice.
Well, that pool hurt a lot more than last night.
Is this locked?
Wait, the general is supposed to be there.
They should come when we clear out the whole floor, I think.
Yeah, we still had trash.
I see you, General.
Appalling. Our people starve outside the castle walls, yet these loyalists indulge their avarice.
As they dance and feast, the jailer amasses an army to destroy the Shadowlands. The fools deserve their fate for believing the lies of Denathrius.
Many valuable weapons adorn these walls. Let us liberate them from the grasp of these aristocrats.
It's not that way to go, boss, unless we're doing something else. Nice.
Because you go around. No.
Wait, so where are we going? Left or right?
It's up right here. We gotta do these
Yeah.
things up.
Yeah, you go right and then up, right?
You gotta get these mobs, yeah.
Remember, we don't listen to Cal.
Yeah, he's playing a different game. Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
That blue thing on the floor, is that from someone or is that from the mob?
Blue, like,
The monk night fae thing.
Yeah.
This mirror should prove useful
Who's it from?
in helping you move throughout the castle.
Oh.
called Fey Line Stomp.
Does all of Night Fae have that?
All my specs have.
I don't have it.
I think it's for when you're DPS.
Oh. What does it do?
No, you have it in all three specs.
It's for monks.
Oh.
Keeps his most
Yeah, all
potent
Night Fae
souls
we get the soul shape.
He fuels their darkest
Yeah, and then my
deeds,
move's just called Fey Line Stomp.
forging them into
The Warriors, I think Night Fae Warriors have something that looks very similar.
These bonds, you will be the first to burn. Wrath is your most potent sin, Sunstrider. It will serve us.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have Tano continue to run the show for this encounter. So just listen up to him and what he's got to say.
Yay. But yeah, as we saw last night, fire fucking hurts. Thing that we are going to do, I'll start with the fire to start with the ads. The little phoenixes that come out during intermission. I just keep knocking them back. So if you got like Ring of Peace, any sort of knockback, just keep them away from raid. we all pretty much figured out that assassins need to die as soon as possible. That's going to stay. That's first priority. In phase 1, they need to die. As soon as we pull this group, the assassins need to go down as quick as possible. Because they will just keep targeting random people, attack, yada yada yada, all that bullshit. I am going to change, we'll make sure we'll leave High Torturer up until last. Because really, all he does is that blood chain thing, which doesn't really do much. And he doesn't respawn. So focus down the occultists after the assassins. As for the big ad, fucking what's it's called? What's the name of the fucking thing?
The big gargoyle?
Yeah, the gargoyle, that thing. Please make sure that thing dies. Kayla and I have to taunt on 3 stacks. And if it's up whilst Sun King is, it still needs to die. That thing progressively gets stronger and stronger. There we go, the Vanquisher, that's it. So yeah, please kill that. It's not first priority. That's still assassins. But other than that, it just needs to die. When it's intermission phase with the shade up, try and stack behind, because when you get that ring around you, you do need to soak with people, else you just take more damage. And beware of... what's that bloody blaze thing? The shade would turn into a cone towards the raid. When the shade has turned, just try and sidestep it. It's a cone. It's like blast or something like that. Fuck.
On normal, he don't turn, right? It's just heroic.
Oh no, he still did. We found out last night.
Oh, okay.
There we are. Yes, Blazing Surge. Knew it started with B. Don't stand where the tanks are. Cal and I are swapping on 3 stacks. Because he does do a frontal cone. We'll be taking him over to circle to start. Then we'll go clockwise around the room. Clockwise seems to be how Cal and I just tend to innately go, that's why. So if you had a look at Fat Boss, they went the opposite way. It really doesn't matter. Do try and stay stacked up behind the shade, because the amount of fire that does come down, it stays for the entire fight. So the closer we are, the more room we'll have to work with in the next phase.
Also, you will get destroyed by Ember Blast if you're not in the group.
Yeah, which was the stack, which is the circle thing that comes around you.
Yeah, it's like a meteor.
That phase, you just burn down 10% of the Shade's health, and then it'll start into the next phase. Now, this is where the ad priority will change. We need to kill the... where is it? The infusers. Infusers become absolute priority. If you see them, you need to kill them. They will head over to the soul pedestals, and they will start using it, which will drain Kale's health. As I said last night, the fight is all about healing Kale. So it's pretty much, we kill them. Val, I'm going to keep you with the orb. Val will go pick up the orbs after those die, and then heal Kale. She'll get a heap of like healing increases, like 200% per orb, and it does stack. I will say for healers, if Val does need mana, please give it to her, like via Innovate. Because again, 200% increased healing, kind of need mana.
Yeah, Tano, for the infusers, do we want to talk about CCing one side and DPSing the other side when they come up? So I believe we have 4, right? 1 at each pedestal.
Yeah, there will be 4 of them. We haven't seen how fast they move.
They are all instantly at the pedestal. Like, you want to see some matches.
They run from the back where we are, and they run. And it's just a kind of a normal sprint for mobs.
Normal sprint mob? Okay. Well, if they're coming
hunters
back,
put traps at like the right 2 or something.
Yeah, keep an eye on... Because we will be on the right-hand side already.
So do it on the left then.
Yeah.
CC the left side and we'll blow up the right and then move over to the left.
Who's got instant cast? Lazy, you've got the instant paralysis.
Yep, I can be a backup, or if you don't want to do the... If they always run to the same spot, I say we just put traps out and you can put those down ahead of time.
Yep. Yeah, you should just probably trap them right by the... You can just trap them right by the pedestal.
My concern with traps is because we will also be getting the little ads. And they spawn randomly around the room.
Yeah, I'll be the backup for it.
So we'll aim to keep 2 on the left-hand side. Let's put a marker for star. So on star side, please just keep an eye out for it. Burn the 2 on the right. Their 2 are down.
Yeah, so what we want to do is kill the 2 on circle. CC the 2 that would be on star side, but CC them right at the pedestal. So after you kill circle, you kill the 2 star ones. You don't keep them up. And then they will drop.
As soon as they're down, they need to be afterwards killed. Then we can move on for Val getting the next orb.
Right, and that will offset the orbs. I think the orbs can despawn too, so just something to be mindful of. But yeah, I would trap them. I would put 100 traps right at the pedestals. And then, like you said, they will also be away from the ads, which are going to be moving more towards the center, if we as a group are more towards the center of the room.
But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much rinse and repeat. Once the occultists are handled, of course, focus assassins, because they will target random people. Just take down everyone else. CC infusers, kill occultists. Cultists really don't do much. Pestering fiends, literally just that. They're pestering little shits. They don't do shit. And we go into the next intermission. We just need to burn the shade down to 10%, and fairly soon that's the end of the fight.
Yep.
So literally we're through that and the fight's over. Of course, healers, if like the damage is less around the group, do try and heal Kale. The faster we heal Kale, the faster we win. And same with anyone of damage. If you have an off, like if you're, say, a shaman, for example, and you got time in between ads, throw heals onto Kale. And a change I'm going to put for the soul pedestal. When we were starting up the group, we were talking about it, and I am going to put it in. When you get 3 stacks on the soul pedestal, that's it. No more. As soon as you get 3, you're off. Priority for the soul pedestal will be Necro, Junks, and Chubb. Necro, Junks, Chubb, and Scott, sorry. And then second round will be Dust and Crazy White Boy, and Dot anyone else after that. So first round being Necro, Junks, Chubb, and Scott. Second being Dot, Dust, Crazy, and then whoever. I'm putting this priority because you guys do not have an off heal. Like, you don't have any sort of healing abilities, therefore using the pedestal is your priority. Remember, 3 stacks, you're off. Other than that, we saw the fight pretty much last night. Just take you getting used to. Intermission's pretty much what killed us. We can get through intermission, we'll get it.
Yeah, do we want a hero when we go into Shade phase? To burn him, to get him out of that phase?
I was considering it, and I probably actually will say yes for the first intermission, because the faster we can get out of first intermission, the faster we can go into second phase. Second phase we should smash, and if we have any issue, we can run by the skin of our teeth like we did Destroyer in final phase.
Yep.
So realistically, getting through the first one is pretty much going to be much easier. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
Feast is down.
Who has the cauldron for today?
Mr. Virginia. He's
Si, senor, I have the cauldron. And it's senior Mr. Virginia to you, thank you.
One or two.
If you're alchemy, please take one. Everybody else take two. You good, Boral? Okay. You good, Tano?
1 sec.
Tano.
Alright, everyone's ready, Junks.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gods, stop them!
Return to stone. Return to stone.
Can I have an innervate?
Lockdown Vanquisher.
Did you get one? Yeah.
Entering assassin.
I got a pedestal open over there.
Focus the other ad.
Got to move him out of fire. He's right against fire right now.
Concussive smash.
You can do better.
Blazing surge. Return to stone.
Rising Kale.
Let's wipe it.
Figure out how many people we need to soak that.
Concussive smash.
I got a
Everyone that we can. It does apply 6 stacks of a dot, spread out amongst whoever's
really.
in as well.
Too late.
Which boss sent you?
Did we get the shade a lot faster that time?
Felt like it.
Yeah.
Yes, so we will need to slow down on the heal. Make sure that wave of ads is down before we try and push that shade. Because that time we just got an extra wave of ads on top of the shade. Which becomes a royal shit show, as we saw.
Do we know what percentage it is on the heal? Like, is it 40% or what?
40, 45, I think.
45%.
Okay.
We also didn't hero, so that probably slowed DPS a lot there.
Yeah, so if we get Kale to about 30, 35%, we'll focus on ads, and then put all heals into Kale so we can spawn the ad.
If you can move the shade a lot faster so everyone can stay grouped behind it and not be like super close to the bird. Because I noticed like once a phoenix starts getting towards the group, everyone runs around.
That's why I said it start to stack behind.
No, like I was originally, and then a bird was on me, and we were setting on fire.
And you knock back. The issue with that one was Kale and I had a harder time moving due to the amount of ads that we had to grab.
Yeah, that was a mess with all the ads. It'll be a lot cleaner once we just have shade up.
Yeah, if it's just shade, Kale and I are able to move. However, with the amount of ads, it's either we move the shade or you get all the ads. Priest buff.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Those traitors! Gods, stop them! You will suffer from our fate.
Lockdown Vanquisher.
Val, innervate.
are swift.
Head wave. Oh, there you go.
Alright, just keep him ticking at this. Focus ads.
Another interruption from the castle guard.
Pestering Fiend. Return to stone. Rockbound Vanquisher. Return
Okay, finish off Kale. Shade coming.
Alright, perfect, we're good. Remember, stacking behind him. Knock back of this Phoenix.
Stuck. Dodge. Stuck. Dodge. Kale, can you grab me? Alright, next phase.
So we
Tank
just
ad
keep
coming.
healing him?
Yep. So we're back pretty much phase 1.
Next is 90%, right?
Watch for coming on star side. CC.
Yes.
Smoldering remnants.
So we'll have the soul infusers, here they come. They're at the back of the room coming in.
Get the circle side DPS.
CC over on star.
Pestering Fiend. Soul Infuser.
Okay, well that doesn't work.
I think they have reduced CC durations. So I sheet mine in the back corner and no one should.
Assassin's priority. But finish off the tank ad, please.
We have KO 83.
Stop healing boss. Focus ads.
Pestering Assassin. Return to stone.
Second tank ad.
Return to stone.
I got it.
Another interruption from the castle guard.
Kill the occultist. Push Kale.
Soul Infuser. Vile Occultist.
You know, we didn't hero, so we actually have it for last phase.
I know, that's why I'm saying push. Shade.
Yeah, it's gone.
Eyes on target.
Stuck.
Smoldering remnants. Blazing Surge.
Get on blue, guys.
I got him, Kale. Stuck. Give it all you got. GG!
Nice job, guys.
Hertha Sunstrider. You are free from the Sire's tyranny.
Ow.
Come with me, and I will help you find atonement.
Nicely done, Tano. Great job, everybody. We're gonna do Dark Vein next.
Allow me to claim vengeance.
You have so much to learn.
Take this soul away.
Try to give that to you.
Accuser.
Is it an upgrade for you?
Yeah, 3 whole item levels. Damn you, Blizzard. Where are you going?
Is Dark Vein back by the entrance? Is that what we were saying, that hallway?
That was on the other side by the hunter, right? Around there?
Lingering Destroyer, right?
Alright, so where are we going? Sorry, I'm lost.
Or whatever, but
We're gonna go by the Hungering Destroyer, and then that stairway that goes up takes us to Dark Vein.
Mucho gracias.
Come, mortals. It is time to rid Revendreth of a haughty band of nobles that stand between us and Nathrius.
Well, that'll follow us here in a minute.
Don't forget to repair. Why did you go in the mirror?
Because
Yeah, you go in the mirror. You want to take the hallway that was right by the entrance.
You said don't go in the mirror?
Yeah, that doesn't go to the right place. There's a hallway right next to the raid portal. If you're running back, now it'll be on your right side. It'll take you to the concealed passage, and you just follow that, and you'll come up to the boss.
Oh man, that's super easy.
Do pulling them pull the boss?
Yeah, I don't think they're part of the encounter, so I would.
Only one way to find out.
Pulling Dargast, just in case.
I brought a friend.
Oh, he finally showed up.
The rats weren't there. I was sad.
You gotta line those up with the 3 orbs. If you.
Life Bloom is AFK, so it's kind of hard.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. That's a boss mechanic.
Leave her to die.
Sorry, I was trying to fix my details. All the bars on my details are like super tiny. How do I fix that?
Uninstall and install recount.
Haha, no.
I think it's just an options menu.
Yeah, but I don't know like which one.
Looks like it's under bars and then general. Bar height and spacing.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Was there an update to Elv today or anything?
I didn't see it when I updated this morning.
Let me reload. Give me a second, guys. all right. I think I got it fixed. All right, cool. So, Dark Vein. You see these canisters? Two going from left to right. So we got moon. We got green, purple, and orange. All right, so from what I understand, she's going to start first, left to right, our current left to right. So she'll start with the moon canister, and then move over to green when that's done, and then move over to purple when green is done, and then move over to orange when that's done. So each canister is going to have basically one ability, but it's going to have 3 levels of that ability. All right, so the first one, and they're activated every 25% of her HP. Yes. And then the idea is that we need to, once the second one is activated, so eventually she's going to pour in her essence into the canister, and it's basically going to boost it up. There's nothing we can do about it. But once, just like Tide had typed, once we knock off 25% of her HP, she's going to move to the green canister. But at the same time, we need to click on the moon canister to make it go back to level 1. Otherwise, we're going to be dealing with level 3 mechanics the entire fight, and we don't want that. So that's going to happen for all 4 canisters. Just anybody that's in the vicinity needs to quickly go over there. I'm assuming we just click on it. And it'll go down. I think I saw something that we do take raid-wide damage healers while we're getting that canister back down to level 1. But at the same time, it also said that it wasn't lethal or anything that we should be taking notice of, but just FYI for your knowledge. Okay, so the first canister we're dealing with, the moon canister, the base level ability is just going to be basically the tank taunt swap. I forgot the name of the ability, but it's just 2 stacks, Tano and Kale. Every 2 stacks, you guys got to swap. That's all it is. So level 1 is just for the tanks, nobody else. So we just keep DPSing into her. Level 2, that debuff will replicate to a couple people, I think, on the party. So healers, just be aware of that. Same thing, I read that it's nothing lethal, just something to keep us busy. So no big deal there. And level 3, tanks, you guys have to run out your debuffs now because they will explode once your debuff expires. So you can swap level 1 and 2, you're perfectly swapping and standing in place. That's perfectly fine, but once we get to level 3, you need to start running out your debuffs out of the group. Make sure your AoE target zone is away from everybody else, let it explode, and then come on back and join the party. What mechanic? Which was that for me, Saul, or were you talking to somebody else?
To Val.
Okay, all right. Okay, so that's the first canister. All right. Now, keep in mind, all these canisters, like I said, they have 3 levels. Level 1, the base level, will always be active the entire encounter. I think it's only once they're activated. So, for example, we're only going to start with the moon abilities, but I think once she activates all 4 containers throughout the encounter, then we're dealing with all the rest of the base abilities plus 1 empowered container.
I think base are active the whole fight.
The whole fight?
Yeah, and then as she powers them up, those abilities get stronger.
Okay, all right. So in that case, when I explain the rest of the containers here, just keep in mind that the level 1 ability will always be active the entire encounter, unless it's empowered specifically. Otherwise, it's just going to be, we're going to be dealing with base 1. So Kale and Tano, for this first container on Moon, you're going to be dealing with that tank swap the entire fight. So every 2 stacks. And the only time you have to run it out is when the Moon container is at level 3. And then once the Moon container is done, we're good. You don't have to worry about running it out again. You just swap wherever you're at. Okay, so again, once we knock off 25% HP, she moves on to the green container. Again, we click on the Moon container to bring it back down to level 1. So the second container, which is green, basically the base ability, level 1, is just going to be a bunch of circles we got to soak. So just keep an eye out for that. It's just one person. One person needs to soak. That's it. So it doesn't need to be a whole bunch of people. Once she gets to level 2, when you soak the pool, when you soak the circle, when you're done soaking, it now leaves a pool on the ground. So it's a bad pool. Make sure we're not standing in it. I can't remember seeing anything about it if it stays the entire encounter. I don't think it does. So you can take that leisurely. You can soak. You don't have to worry about them being a bad spot or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that they despawn. So over time. So again, level 1, we're just soaking the red circle. Level 2, when you soak, it leaves a pool, so just quickly get out of it if you're soaking. And then the level 3 mechanic is the first person that soaks, when the soaking is done, it bounces to the next person, or it bounces again, and we have to soak a second time. All right, so level 1, just soaking a pool. Level 2, when you soak, it leaves a pool behind. And then level 3, we have to soak twice. That's all it is. All right, so again, knock off 25% from Dark Vein. She moves on to the purple container, and then we have to click on the green container to bring that back down to level 1. So the purple container, just like we saw in this trash pack that we did, there's going to be these 3 little, and this is the base ability. There's going to be 3 red orbs that spawn, and 3 people will be selected, and you're going to have this beam that's connecting the 3 of you. And essentially all you have to do is the 3 of you have to line up, each one of you has to line up on one of those red orbs to basically get that ability to disappear. So that's all it is. I didn't have it on that trash pack. Whoever died, was there a resistance on the when you had the beam, or could you move freely?
Free move.
Okay, all right, so it shouldn't be any issues then. So yeah, that's all you got to do. Just make sure that you get to the orb, and all 3 of you get to an orb and line it up. You should be, and then that'll make it despawn. Level.
Sorry, the big circle one that you're soaking, whatever that, like, on you can't move from that one.
Where I
It's
had
like-
a big circle and an arrow over my head, and it said
Yeah,
move
that
away
one.
from others, but I couldn't move.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, that's not the soak. The soak
Oh,
are little
okay.
red pools. They're real small. They just need one person to stand in.
No, because I had the beam with that on top of me, so I couldn't move until the big circle around disappeared.
You're talking about a different mechanic, I believe, on the next container. This container I'm talking about, purple container, is just a small red circle that you have to, or excuse me, the green container is it's a small red circle you just stand in. I think probably on the trash pack we saw mechanics from the purple container and the orange container. But just hear me out. Listen to what I have to say, and then hopefully it'll answer what you just said. Okay, so just to recap on the purple container, base level 1, it's going to be 3 orbs, 3 small floating orbs. 3 people will be selected. You just got to take your line and match them up with the 3 orbs, and it'll despawn. Level 2, the orbs will now have their own lines connecting to them. So basically, those lines you cannot hit. So the 3 people that are selected to run to the orbs and line up your lines, make sure not to hit the lines that the orbs create, because those are pretty bad as well. So it's basically you just have to be like right on the outside of those 3 orbs. I don't anticipate them spawning in crappy areas, i.e. like dead smack in the middle of the raid, but just FYI, if they do end up spawning in the middle of the raid, just be ready to move or reposition, especially Kale and Tano. If you see that, it might be a situation where we need to reposition, so just be ready. I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not, but better safe than sorry. Okay, so yeah, level 2, the orbs are going to have their own lines, and then the 3 people that are selected, you just have to work around that. All right, and level 3, this one's going to be a bit tricky. Now the orbs have rotating beams. So the 3 people that are selected, we're going to have to figure out a proper way of lining up your lines with the 3 orbs that have rotating beams going on as well. So might be a bit messy at first, so healers, just be on the lookout once we reach level 3 on the purple container. Things might get a little messy right there while we try to figure out how things are. But basically, I feel like that's the one that's probably going to give us a bit trouble. So that's probably the one we need to focus on the most once we get there. Okay, and then we knock off another 25% HP. So now Dark Vein is going to be at 25% total HP left. She moves on to the orange container, and we need to click on the purple container to bring back down to level 1. And the orange container, basically, she's going to debuff one person. And I'm assuming that's what it was, Dot, what you're talking about. You have the circle around you. I think that's what it was. It was a circle. If you get that debuff, you have to take it to the tank because an ad will spawn. And that ad needs to be tanked, Tano and Kale. So you'll probably end up swapping because you'll still be dealing with Dark Vein's debuff. So you'll probably just have to work in that swap there. But that's a level 1 mechanic. If you get the debuff on you, run into the tanks, let the ad spawn, tanks pick up the ad, we nuke down the ad, and then just business as usual.
Yeah, I had 2 abilities overlap. That circle and then the 3 people beam down there.
Mhm.
So should I bring the ad to the tanks first or try to go the orbs first?
That specific mob we just did, it was just previewing those 2 ads, those 2 abilities. What you're saying, they won't overlap. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I bet those ads trigger the higher like empowered abilities when you bring their health down, so you don't want to kill them both at the same level. I think that's what we saw happen. So we saw basically empowered abilities overlap,
Mhm.
and that's what it's the same. We got to empty the level so we don't have empowered abilities overlapping.
Right. Okay, yeah, so level 1 on the orange container, if you get the debuff, run into the tanks grab the ad, nuke the ad. Level 2, if you get the debuff, you'll be rooted. So Kale and Tano, we have to maneuver the boss to whoever's rooted. That way we can, once the ad spawns, we can just pick it up right there and cleave it down along with the boss. All right. Excuse me, give me a second here. Okay, all right. Yeah, so level 2, the person that gets the debuff, they'll be rooted. They can't move. We move the entire group over to that person. And the last level for that will be the players that are debuffed. There's going to be a bunch of orbs that spawn out of them as well. So we just have to basically dodge the orbs, is from what I understand. I couldn't get any footage. I don't think anybody had any footage out there that I could actually see, but from what I understand, that person, I don't believe you're rooted. You'll get the debuff. I suppose you just run into the group and then well, no. You want to run that out, I suppose. Yeah, because I didn't read anything about you getting an ad as well.
Rank 3, you're rooted.
Yeah.
Right there, you rooted. Okay, all right. So
Yep. And then I don't know what the fragments of shadow look like, but they hit for 18k. So
they said, what I was reading said orbs. Whatever, I think it was Icy Veins was saying orbs. So I'm assuming they're orbs of some sort. So
yeah, it's like an explosion from the rooted person, and they shoot outward. So
Yeah.
it's the raid's gotta avoid them.
Yep, head on a swivel, and just dodge them. That's all it is. All right, let me drop a table. Let's get a ready check in here, and let's get a pull. See how this encounter goes.
Do we need to assign people to be emptying the tanks?
I don't want to right now. Let's just see how it goes. Kale, and I forgot about raid positioning. Kale, kind of bring him. Let me put a marker down here. Give me a second. I would say like, let's hang out right about X. Let's start off with that. That way, somebody should always be within reach of grabbing a canister if they need. If not, then if it's not working out, where it's just too much issues or too much going on, and it's we're not able to get to the canisters in time, then yeah, we'll go ahead and assign somebody here. And then at the same time, Tide, just go ahead and hero off the bat.
And can only one person channel like a container at a time? Do we know?
I didn't see anything that said yes or no, so I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah, and it doesn't really specify in the guide. I just know you can do more than one at a time, but then the AoE damage stacks, so probably not ideal. From what I got, the general gist is they're going to get empowered no matter what. She's going to empower them, and we can't stop it.
And
Yeah, and they
basically-
slowly rise over time too.
Yeah, yep.
Yep.
And my thought process, what I want us to do is just let it happen naturally, and then I guess we'll see if it makes sense of sending people over to click on it to not have to deal with it, and then maybe we can push her without dealing with level 3 mechanics, or so to speak. But let's just see how things go first, and then we can make a decision from there.
I think you can do this encounter without ever having a level 3 if you're doing the canisters properly. At least that's the way it sounded to me.
Yeah, that would make sense. Let's check it out first and see how things go.
And a UI element should pop up when we start the fight that shows the levels of each.
I hope it's large enough to see. All right, we're all ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Focus anima. War of Desires. Bottle anima. War of Desires.
You can see one is already up at 20.
About to hit level 2 here, so healers is just.
Looks like that one's getting must be getting channeled.
What? That is weird. What? Oh,
Yeah, I couldn't channel. It's like locked right now.
okay, all right.
There's the beam mechanic.
Do we just stand here, or?
Oh, run that. You want to run the ad? I'm gonna lower the first.
Yeah, will it let you? I can see the animation, but I can't, or like I can see the cog. I feel like maybe.
War of Desires. Bottle anima.
All right.
So when we're on one, you like that phase, you can't lock it, you can't lower it. You need to like be ahead. Whatever phase she's on, you can't lower that canister. It looks like it just stays locked.
Okay. All right. So we can only lower the other ones. Okay. All right. I see it.
Yeah.
So we should be, yeah, because I see.
You should be
purple
working
and
on
orange.
3 now.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get
That's
some
what
people
they
to click on purple. Let's keep those down.
Watch a raid level. Like we're getting low here, so don't keep clicking it. You're killing us.
Ad was over there.
Yeah, it's a wipe. Go ahead and wipe it up, guys. Okay, all right. So now we know some
I
more
have a
things
soul
than we
stone.
did before.
Don't release.
Yeah, so it's really key, I think, in this to be lowering the one that's ahead, so it doesn't get empowered so quickly as you move into that phase. That's what they're saying, like to do it before she starts empowering it. So the first one we can't do anything about, I don't believe, because it seemed to be locked right away.
Yeah, so we're just taking care of, while moon is up, we're taking care of orange, purple, and green.
Mostly green.
Yeah, and the next one, okay.
And then watching the other ones just so they don't go over a threshold. But you really want to, because when she changes to one, that one very quickly increases. And it's locked too, so you can't lower it until you get her out of that phase.
All right, we're actually, we're going to take our break here. We're due for it. So 5-minute break.
Hey, Junks.
Yeah.
So like when we click on the thing, what does it do? Does it give raid by damage?
Yeah, when you click on it, it's supposed to do raid-wide damage. From what I read, it's not much, but it looks like a lot of us were clicking on it maybe, which was really ended up being really taxing. But yeah, well, when I call for it, it'll just be one person go work on it, check HP levels. Okay, we're good. go click on it, recheck HP levels, rinse and repeat.
It also puts a dot on that person that clicks it too, so they're taking a little bit more damage.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll be right back.
So we got to figure out the those 3 orbs, because I think almost every one of them went off.
Can you like interact with them once all 3 people are on it or whatever?
I couldn't tell if, because I know I saw some people in them and they were swirly, some people were standing in them and they weren't swirly, so I don't know exactly what's going on with it.
Well, I mean, certainly we're dealing with 4 level 1 abilities right off the bat, so it's going to take a couple pulls for us to see the animations and get used to it. Are you talking about the lines one, Scott? The 3 lines?
Yeah, no, because there's one where I saw it was Jess, someone else, and Boral, and the only one that wasn't swirly was Boral, but he was literally on top of it, so I have no idea why I wasn't doing it.
Swirly, do you mean like when you get to your orb, it starts, there's like an animation for it?
Animation that goes on it, from what I know.
Okay, alright, and then that 3rd person wasn't swirling, they exploded. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
They as soon as they line up on those orbs, they should be going away. They shouldn't be lasting that long.
Right.
Yeah, just maybe make sure you like move through it back and forth or whatever, strafe a little bit, something. I don't know. I didn't get it. I don't know if you interact with it or if it's just janky or what.
Yeah, I didn't, for that specific ability, I didn't see anything that said like you had to click on the orb. I don't know. Like, what? Yeah, did you do anything special, Scott, or you just kind of ran up to it?
I didn't get it. I was just watching it.
So, Thunder, did you have to click on the red orb or anything like that? Do you know? Nothing to click. Okay. Yeah, from what I read, it's just they basically just said we had to line them up, and that was really it. I don't know if they mean you have to be like standing on top of the orb.
Yeah, like I said, you were literally on top of it. I was staring at you on it, and you were the only one not swirling. I'm like, why is that not working? So it's around the orbs, not in the orbs or on them.
Yeah, the ball has to be intersected by the lines that connect the players, right? That's how you make the orbs, and it has to be all 3 of them to make them disappear. Yeah, you just want to intersect the chains between the players, basically, to erase the orbs. And I think the orbs probably damage you if you stand on them. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's just when they get empowered and I know the chains damage you. But yeah, you don't want to stand on. You just gotta, and I think you need to have the lines between the players intersect all 3 orbs to make them all disappear. I don't think they'll do it one at a time. For instance,
No, so so the mechanic for the orbs is they'll appear. Like I'll jump over here, for example. One may appear over here. One may appear over here. Just larger distances. The idea for that is when you put the lines, no one needs to be in between those lines, and you create a triangle or whatever design we currently have, because on Heroic it does change. And you stand just on the outer part of it, so that every one of those orbs is covered from the lines, and then it will delete the orbs. It will change on Heroic.
It'll change, but it's always a triangle, because 3 points with straight lines between are always a triangle.
Let me see who's back.
It won't be the exact shape, like he's saying. It might be the orbs aren't going to be identically, spaced or whatever each time. But yeah. Not that I saw in videos.
Even Heroic or Mythic. I'm fairly certain it's Heroic.
Tide, when you were clicking the canisters, was it a cast or was it just like click and done?
It was click and done, from what I could tell. And then I was clicking it. It's hard to tell what was happening because I just clicked expecting it to be like a cast. You give me a cast bar and then I'd stop when I was done, kind of like the pedestals. But I didn't get that. I got a click. I got like an audio sound, and then I had a debuff. And I think each time you click it, it lowers it only a little bit. But it gives you a dot, I know, that lasts for 10 seconds. So I'm not exactly sure like how many times you got to click it. It wasn't real obvious, but it definitely wasn't like a channeling bar type thing.
Yeah. All right. So, let me change up the groups here. Give me a second. Okay. Everybody take a look at the groups here. Group 2. All right. So there's 5 of us here in Group 2. This is just something I want to test out. I want to see if it's something where a lot of us need to be involved or if it's just like 1, 2 or people per canister. But I just want Group 2 for now to focus on clicking on the canisters. I picked us because majority of us are male armor, so we could probably handle the dot maybe a little bit better than other folks. And we probably move a bit easier. So let's just test that out. So Group 2, it's gonna be myself, Chubb, Sunder, Tide, and Rhyme. We might have to science this. Maybe it's one at a time, or maybe all 5 of us can click it at once, and then it'll just zip back down to 1%. I don't know, but let's see how things work. But for now, I just want the 5 of us. Obviously, if you're dealing with a boss fight mechanic, then totally ignore it. Do what you need to do first. But if you're available to click and you're not dealing with anything, go ahead and click on the canister to bring it back down. All right, and just like Tide had mentioned earlier, we're only worried about the one that's ahead of us. So in this case, once the boss fight starts, Moon will be locked, and we would want to start clicking on green to kind of keep that in check once we see that starting to rise. I don't think they were rising right off the bat, not as fast as Moon, but eventually they will. We just got to keep tabs on that. And I'm hoping, Tide, that Moon, once we get her done with Moon, I'm hoping Moon is just 1 click and we're done, and then it goes back down to 1. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how much a click removes from the canister.
Exactly,
That's what we got to science.
Yeah.
So, like, off the bat, I think they start at 1 or they're almost empty. So we don't need to empty it right away.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wait till it gets up to 5 or 10, and then let's see what it's going to take.
Yep. All right. So that's what we'll do. Whoever's up first, they'll just click it once, and then we'll monitor it and see how much is coming off, and then we should be able to determine from there.
I do think it'll require more emptying after we switch a phase to to empty the previous, because that one gets very full, and we don't want that hitting like the 3rd tier or whatever.
Agreed. All right, check for bull. All right, we're all ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Focus anima. War of Desires. Bottle anima. War of Desires.
Just one and soak.
Yep.
War of Desires.
All right, guys. Let's try to get those lined up correctly here.
War of Desires.
Oh, I just emptied it from 6 to 0. The second one.
One click.
1 click.
All right. I'm gonna try that.
War of Desires.
Nice.
War of Desires.
Okay, we want to lower that first one.
Bottle anima. War of Desires. War of Desires.
Okay. So the next one we're gonna start clicking is purple. If you got the lines, line those up.
War of Desires. Bottle anima. War of Desires. Bottle enemy.
So now that
Yeah,
we're
let's
soaking,
start getting purple down.
Desires.
remember those leave a pool, so make sure you run away afterwards. Or maybe not. Oh, there it is.
Bulls and heroic.
Yeah, it did take a while. All right, as soon as the ad spawns, start working on the ad.
I'm over here, but I'll take care of green when we switch.
Okay, I'm
Desires.
gonna get orange here. That's getting pretty close to level 2.
Bottle enemy. War of Desires.
5%. We need a pusher. Soak those up. To
Get lowering here. Let's get lowering the second one there.
okay. All right, so yeah, start working on green now. She's working on number 3 here. Same thing, line up those orbs. All right, so now the orbs are going to have their own line. Bring that in, Sunder, bring that in. Taunt that ad in. Oh, it doesn't move. All right, move. Everybody move to the ad.
It just needs a tank on it. It AoEs without a tank.
Shit, that's me. I was looking at something.
What's going on?
Wow. Oh, it's still on me. Oh, these are gonna explode.
Okay.
See if you can maneuver with with my dead body on the ground.
Yeah.
Ah, that did get 2 dead bodies on it, so.
War of Desires.
All right, so these are gonna be rotating lines now? Yep. You see the rotating lines? Yep. There we go. So you just gotta maneuver that, make sure that doesn't hit you. We're gonna need one click on moon and one click on orange.
Is there somebody?
That's a wipe.
Because we have no healers alive.
Yeah, it's a wipe.
I have a soul stone and I can res, so don't release.
So I think, Junks, we should assign people to canisters probably. Because you need to lower them throughout the fight, so you can't have like people run in from the first to the fourth.
I released. Can't believe I did that. Yeah, no, you're right.
Maybe two to a side. I don't know if you need much more than two people, to be honest, on a side.
My
Just
next
so they
question
can
was gonna...
wait till the debuff drops before they click.
Yeah, that was my next question. What's that debuff, and is it hitting hard at all?
Yeah, it's the anima release. You take 455 shadow damage every second for 10 seconds. I don't know.
Could you dispel it?
Dropping a hammer.
No.
Oh, there is one already. Okay. Yeah, I think for now let's just have an arc range personnel, because obviously people are going to be. Those two people might get tied up into a different mechanic, and then we're just kind of screwed from there. So let's just have range personnel. Let's just kind of fan out. Melee camp, you're not immune to this either. So there might be a situation where if everybody's tied up, we just got to go. Somebody's got to go there, sprint, whatever, and click on it. But the main thing it does look like for now that we have to manage all the canisters throughout the encounter. Who's using LVI? Okay, well, are your the canister levels, like mine's like stuck like all the way top right, and it's not showing me the last third. Is that happening to anybody else?
Yeah.
Mine is in the middle of my screen.
I don't know what, like I do toggle anchors, but like I don't see the frame for. I see boss frame, so I moved that, but.
It's called UI widget below minimap.
Ah, thank you. Perfect. That makes sense.
I
Awesome.
moved it, and it's over on the other side on my screen.
Thank you. Okay, now at least now I know what fucking levels these things are at.
Yeah, if you can see that, it makes it really obvious. It's real easy to see what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's just do that. Everybody fan out. That's what we're gonna do. And that way we can at least have a better chance of clicking on these things. And then of course, I know there's a lot of shit going on as well, so we just need to make sure the big red orb, that's the most important one. While Tide, whatever he did say is correct, there's nothing wrong with that. Just sending a tank out there, but just having some cleave action is just a bonus. So that's why I would prefer to have the ad on the tank so they can pick it up immediately and get them both down.
Yeah, but one of the ads is a caster, or it doesn't move. You have to move to it, or it does.
Yeah, you have to bring it to.
Yeah.
It is undeath grippable. We have to then move it to there, and she's a bitch.
Oh,
yeah. There's
okay.
two
I'm sorry.
types of ads.
I thought that was the one Sunder. I thought it was the one he could move. I didn't know that was the one where he was locked in.
No, it doesn't have to do with the route that you get. It has to do with it can spawn two different types of ads when it expires.
Okay.
And one ad sits there and will just nuke the raid until somebody's in melee range. It's the harnessed specter. So the harnessed one will not move. Now, if you have that debuff, the big red circle, and you're not rooted, you should bring it over to the tank. But also, it does damage, I think, when it expires, so the raid has to move away. So don't carry it over the tank, put it next to the boss, if that makes sense, and then melee will just kind of shift away from it. And that way it's right next to the tank, so even if it is a harness specter, it'll be right next to the tank. But there is obviously, when that is empowered at the end, you will probably be rooted. So you won't be able to move, and then the raid's got to adjust and move to where the ad spawns.
Okay, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Focus enemy. War of Desires. Bottle enemy. War of Desires.
Soak.
War of Desires.
All right, line those up.
War of Desires.
Outside the circles. Yeah, like actually make sure you run through it.
War of Desires.
Bring that in. Can I get one person to click on purple, please?
I got it.
All right, line those up. Did we click on moon?
I'm slowly working on it here.
Okay, all right. Let's make sure we got other people that help out ties, just so it's not one.
Yeah, Sender's over here.
All right, those soaking circles are dropping the pools now. Soak that up. Looks like it takes a long time for an animation, so you have time to get out. Bring that in. Nicely done. All right, get ready to line these up. Nicely done. Soak those. These are going to bounce now. Yep, so 2 soaks. All right.
You can double soak them, by the way, without dying. It's first and second one of those.
Clicking on orange. All right. Start working on green. Getting that down. All right, the orbs are going to have their own beams now, so just be careful of that. The next people who get it. Good job, guys. We're doing really great so far. Keep it up. Clicking on orange. Nicely done. 2%. Let's push her. Or 8%, excuse me. Soak them up.
As soon as she transitions, we gotta release that canister there.
Yep, that's in 2%. Take care of this last beam. And let's start working on clicking on purple. All right, so if you get the, let's soak that. If you get the debuff, just take it to the tanks. Actually, we might transition into level 2 here. Yep, All right, so if you get the debuff, you're going to be rooted. So tanks, you just got to move to that player now. Get the ad down. Nicely done. Soak them up.
War of Desires.
The ad.
War of Desires.
Let's wrap this puppy up.
War of Desires.
GG.
Great job.
It's already been done. We are left to salvage what remains for the sake of Revendreth.
Woohoo!
The reign of Denathrius must be.
Alright, so future reference for those the orbs that we're, doing the lines. I don't think we're lining anything up, we're just encasing them in our lines, is what it looks like. So you just gotta surround them.
Okay, good to know.
Why do we follow
Council.
You all forgot.
Where's the council? Which way do we go?
That was back by Kael'thas. We go down instead of where we went up. So I would say in the future we probably won't do them in this order, huh?
No.
Back and forth, back and forth. Okay, back and forth.
This was actually from Wild Progress, the amount of people that had cleared specific
totally get it.
bosses. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get it for like learning purposes and such.
Yep. But yeah, once we get geared and more well versed with these encounters, it's going to be in order. That's shortest to farthest.
And never follow Kale.
See, someone remembered.
Make sure to repair if you need it.
Well,
The shaman know where we're going.
Tide actually sounds like he knows where he's going, so I'm going to follow Tide.
Just
figured
don't
out the
go the
last one.
same way as Cal, because then you're wrong.
I think Sunder's right. There is a mirror we can open up over here. Part of it's like knowing where you have to unlock those so that you can take the shortcut mirrors at the beginning.
Yeah, I think we have to clear that trash at the start.
What ball scale?
Downstairs.
Yeah, council.
Gonna do some dancing.
Is it this way? This downstairs?
Yes.
Let's open up this mirror here. No, don't go downstairs yet. Open up the mirror so we can shortcut back here if we need to. Yeah, it's right on the right there, looks like.
Probably do this like first, huh? Every time?
Yeah.
That works too.
Hey, look, it's a mirror. That doesn't work.
Oh, it does now.
Where's it take you?
Now we'll head upstairs.
Okay.
Mistakes were made.
Or downstairs. I mean. We could have just. Okay.
That sounds like something a raid leader would know in advance.
Yeah, just pick them up.
All of it at once.
Nothing of it, darling. As long as the wine flows, you'll have my affectionate share. Don't be such a bore. If you behave, perhaps I will let you steal your great stuff.
It was the Moonflare. Likely story.
So you want me to pull the room?
Oh.
Hey, at least there's a mirror now.
Yeah.
What did you learn, Boral?
Yeah, we're not pulling everything in this room.
Yeah, don't dare him to do something because he will do it.
Just needed to try out the mirror, right?
Still active. I would wait, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shadow meld over here in the corner.
Yeah, just hang tight. Wait, they're still active. No, they're running after you guys. No, they stopped. They were running.
I booked it outside.
Is he? They're like attacking through the walls. What are they doing?
They're just sitting up here.
Yeah, they're like crawling.
Oh, yeah, zone out. I found an assassin buddy back at the entrance.
Oh, they're all at the
Oh,
entrance.
I didn't even see them behind us. What the hell?
They just teleported you guys.
They teleport out. Yeah, they teleported next to me. Just zone out.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even make it through the portal. That's what Cal said. Okay, they're gone.
Yeah, the reset.
Which where is it? This one? Or mirror?
It's the right side.
Cal can go first.
No.
We need to focus on ads, so we need to cut back on healing.
I can stay back here. I'll watch from afar.
I'm gonna AFK for a little bit. You guys let me know how it goes.
Good luck.
Me too.
Careful.
We weren't kidding about the healers going on strike. Rip.
I got you.
Okay.
You just weren't there yet.
I had you. Threw something out.
What? Do they just automatically engage, or do we aggro them?
Oh my god.
Somebody pulled them. I was not me.
Mm-hmm.
I was dead.
Oh boy.
Just let them kill you, because they're gonna spawn at the entrance.
Yeah, just die, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, don't run back.
Wait till they reset.
No, I purposely wanted to pull just one, or either pull the matron by itself or pull the pack by itself.
Let's. We're going to use this hallway over here to LOS them because that doesn't look like there's anybody else in that area. So, or just use any hallway, Kale. Just pull them. We'll all hang out, and then we can LOS.
Somebody's alive.
They didn't after me. They went for Oh. I'm out of here, man. I gotta go.
So something I noticed, I know they hit hard, but the waiters, even though they're really big, they only have like 60,000 health. Okay, they reset. So we can get them out of the way fast if we actually focus on them.
Forgot to.
Just make sure we got our healers here, guys. I'm seeing a couple of them here.
Yeah, dropped off a rare. I'm trying to remember which one. Oh, Bubble Blood.
Yeah.
Pull on the right side first.
I like the music in here.
That's from your youth.
That's funny.
Just wait for that.
I was teaching my class about network attacks, and we watched a video on the history of the internet and how we used to communicate via modems and stuff. And I had to show a video of them, of people using a phone to dial into a computer system. And they're like, "Hey, Mr. Stokes, what is that? What's that phone with the circular thing on the front of it?"
God.
Wow.
But then I was forgetting, I talked to the teachers, the kids that I have, and most of the kids now, have never grown up without internets and basically cell phones. So it's kind of weird talking to them.
All right, guys. By the time I explain this encounter, and we'll probably get one pull on and take a break. So, yeah, yeah, that works too.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're just gonna go ahead and take a break now. So after explanation, we'll have the rest of the night to work on the rest of this raid. So, smoke them if you got them. Let's see who's back.
I know.
I'm back.
Okay, everybody's back. All right. So, council fight. I'm not sure if DBM or Bigwigs is going to mark them automatically, but I'm going to go ahead and put markers on these bosses. Okay, so kill order is Skull X Moon. That's what the kill order is going to be. Raid positioning, so Kale and Tenno. We're going to have, I'm just going to use these markers as an example here. We're going to have like two of the bosses kind of like right there. Basically Frida and Nicholas. We're going to have them where those markers are right now. Stravos, we're going to have him behind the group, like right about there. Okay, and whoever has Stravos, you're going to have to keep him facing east and west from our current orientation. That way, the ability that he does on you guys, where he teleports behind you and does a dash right through you, that way it's only going through you and you only, not the entire group. So just keep that in mind. That's the that's the layout we're going to have for all three bosses. Frida and Nicholas are in green and purple, and then make sure Stravos is behind them. Just a couple steps, just so we can you're not like terribly too far away from the healers. All these bosses, they do not share a health pool, so when one dies, the other two go back up to 100% health. So if you need to make some changes for single target, go ahead and do that now while I explain this encounter. But we don't need to worry about cleaving or anything else like that in this encounter. It's pure single target fight. Okay, so Kale and Tenno, I don't care who tanks who, but I'll let you two figure that out amongst yourselves.
Already sorted.
Okay, all right. Just make sure the main thing is Stravos. We got to make sure he's behind the group and you keep him facing east and west. That's the biggest thing right here. All right, so that's when you guys taunt swap as well. When he does his dash, Stravos, and then that's where I think it leaves a pretty nasty dot on you guys. So just make sure that's going to be your taunt swap. One of you is probably going to have two bosses on you, but I don't think Frida. I think she's the caster. I don't think she's going to do much. Anyway, so it's really is Nicholas and Stravos are the two that we're really concerned with. That's why we're going to take care of Frida first. All right, so Frida, like I said, we're taking her down first. All we're worried about for her is she has an ability called Dreadbolt Volley. We have to make sure that we interrupt that. Try to delay it, just so we can make sure we keep maximum uptime up on DPS. So I don't know how fast the cast time is. If anybody can see, let me know. But we want to make sure that we interrupt that no matter what. There's going to be some kind of ad that comes out to basically shield the lowest health boss, which will be Frida. We have to absolutely make sure that we kill that ad before it reaches Frida. I don't know if it's once it reaches her, it gets the shield off, or I don't know if it's a cast time once he gets there, but that part I don't know. We'll figure that out when the time comes, but the main thing I do know is we need to kill it as soon as we see it. I believe it might just appear from behind us, and then it'll make a mad dash towards the bosses, and then during that travel, we just got to make sure we nuke it down as fast as possible. The other big ability here is Dark Recital. So it's going to link two people together. And basically, I forgot how long it was for, but basically you two just got to stick together.
7 seconds.
7 seconds, thank you. Just make sure you're sticking next to your partner and move together, all the other good stuff. That's all it really is. Now, each boss, once we get one boss down, we'll move on to the next one. And then once we get that boss, we move to the last one. Every time they hit 50%, they will start off the dance routine. So the videos I saw, it looked like everybody was like back here, like where I am right now. I felt like that's where everybody was going. So I don't know if we can go to that front half of the platform over here. Can anybody confirm, or?
It's gonna be the whole, like a lot of the dance floor. It'll light up for you, and that's where you got to start the dance. Is
Got
where
it.
the
Okay.
lit up space is, but people will be spread out.
Okay, thank you. All right, so yeah, just like Tide said, look out for the part of the platform that's lit up for you, and make sure that you get to it as soon as possible. All we have to do is all the servants, they'll come out, they'll have their own little block, and it's just basically we have to follow their movements. 8 seconds. Thanks, Chop. You got 8 seconds to get to your mark, and then just follow whatever dance moves that they're doing. Forward, back, left, right. I think.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
they move one square. You see how the dance floor has squares? If they move, like you see them move forward, then you got to move up one square, or left or right or back. You just got to make sure you mimic, otherwise it damages you. If you do have a successful, like you do it correct, you get a stacking haste buff that you'll get after the dance is done.
Okay, so yeah, that happens again at every 50% of each boss. So we'll be doing this minimum 3 times. All right, so once Frida is dead, we'll be moving on to Nicholas, and all we're worried about with him is there's going to be some ads that are going to be coming out. We just have to group them up. So if they're targeting you, range personnel, just bring them inside so we can cleave them down as well. It shouldn't be, I don't think they're that hard at all, so it shouldn't take us too long. And then some dancers will spawn. Actually, they're right above us. I think it's these ones. You see them dancing. Basically, they'll come down, and then they'll start doing their waltz all over the place, and all you got to do is dodge them. That's all you got to do for that part. And then once Nicholas is down, then all that's left is Stravos. Now, since we're all working on him and him only, he's going to be doing his dash all over the place now. So we just have to do our best as a raid group to make sure that whoever he teleports behind, if he ends up choosing somebody else, we just get out of the way. But once we get him down to 50%, we do the dance, and then that's it. That's all we do. We'll finish him off. He does have some other dancers that come out as well, and they just explode. So just make sure you're out of the area when they explode. All right, let me drop a feast. We'll check out this fight, and of course make any necessary adjustments from there.
Junks, are you aware that they get empowered abilities when we kill 1 and 2 of them?
No.
Yeah, you covered what they were though, like the dancers coming down and the ones that explode.
Okay.
No, not the dancers coming down. Each boss becomes, when we kill 1, the 2 remaining get fused with anima, and then when we kill 2, the last one gets empowered by anima.
Right, and Junks covered what those abilities were.
Checking the
Yeah, like the exploding,
Okay.
the waltzing gear that
all right,
explodes.
so those are the powered
That's
abilities.
the empowered ability. Which one are we killing last?
Stravos.
Yeah, so he'll get the one. He'll call out the mobs that'll come out and explode. That's his ability when he's empowered.
All right, let's check for pull. Tanks, do you guys need these markers, or are you good?
It's handy,
Okay.
at least for the first time.
All right. I don't know. Does anybody know if there's an RP or something like that as soon as we attack? I'm afraid I don't want you guys blowing your cooldowns right off the bat and There ends up being like a 10-second RP or something. Screw it.
Science
We'll
it.
find out. Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
be
they're
one of the kills,
not a
Kale.
fun
We're
thing
good.
anymore, so.
Guess we'll find out. I feel like there might be an RP of them jumping down and talking a bunch of shit or something.
2, 1.
Yep, that much. I don't know if we said we were here. Right?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, Dark Recital, so make sure you find your buddy.
Swap Kale.
Yeah, that's shielding there. They're top party when they come up.
I didn't even see him come out. That was quick.
Yeah, they'll make the boss immune.
Okay. Looks like we got another tendon incoming, so be on the lookout as soon as it comes out.
It's Moon you need, Kale.
Summon dutiful attendant.
There it is, behind us. On the ad. I'm gonna see if we can trap them or something like that next time if they come from there.
Evasive lunge.
Couldn't snare him just now, I tried.
Interrupt. Nice.
Swap Kale. Need to charge.
Find your partners.
Dreadbolt volley. Evasive lunge.
Swap Kale.
Dreadbolt volley.
We need to separate those bosses. They're too close.
We've only got one tank.
Dreadbolt volley.
I understand. I'm just letting you guys know.
Attendant.
Did we get a res out by any chance or no?
Yeah, Bowser have a soul stone, I think.
I didn't.
No. No.
Oh.
Okay.
I think it ran off.
No worries. Running back.
How come when Thanos said we only have one tank, I would just think, well, Kale's really a tank too.
His might is considerable.
Wait, where's the closer one?
Oh, it's the first one on the right, not the second one.
Ooh, that's nice.
No. Yeah, they're targetable right away. They say something when you pull them. Yeah, the ads junks, I don't know that you can CC those. I just know that you're supposed to burn them down. It just says quick target swap is what it is.
They move with a purpose too, so yeah, we have
Which
to.
is good for melee. They come right over to your range.
Yeah. What was it though? Did anybody see if it was like a cast or did they just automatically bubble?
Just
They channel until they die.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right then.
Yeah, that ad, I tried to put my vortex on it and it said immune, so.
Okay.
And it. Yep. Yep. It's only up while they're alive, so it's basically just a straight target swap to that, kill the ad, then back to the boss run.
I just lazy. I just want to science it. Hey, can you throw a ring of peace out? And I just want to see if it knocks it back or not.
I mean, it shouldn't if it ignores Ursol's Vortex, but yeah, we'll try it. Can't hurt.
Maybe it just doesn't like Boral. Or druids.
I think it doesn't like Boral anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't like you. Oh yeah, the dance partners, try to take that out away from the raid, because you are leaving that damage behind you as you move. Yeah, you got to be moving like as soon as you got that chain on, you got to be moving and get to your partner. Ooh, call out.
You good, Kel?
Yep, just fine tuning a few things.
Sure thing. Let me know when you're ready. I'm not sweating that storm, Chubb. I think they're just blowing it out of proportion.
Nope. I have positive thoughts that we're going to get lots of snow. And actually, we're going to do snow days still, even we're going to
Yeah, I was going to say, they're still going to make you get on Zoom and do everything.
But no, we're not. So the school board said that we're actually going to have snow days.
Huh. That's interesting.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3,
Pretty much.
1. Dreadbolt Folly. Summon dutiful attendant. Evasive lunge.
Heads up.
Drain essence. Dreadbolt Folly.
All right, find your buddy.
Dreadbolt Folly.
Oh, was there 2 groups there? What the hell?
Dreadbolt Folly.
Drinking.
Hey, Dot, slide to your right.
Dreadbolt Folly. Evasive lunge.
All right, next ad incoming. Get ready.
Dreadbolt Folly. Summon dutiful attendant.
Make sure we get those interrupts. Ad is out.
And the trap.
No trap. Okay. Yeah. No rope either. All right. Now we know.
Drinking.
Dawn's Macabre.
All right. Find your mark.
I do not see what marker.
I don't have
I'm
one.
sorry.
There was no.
You won't
like,
have a marker if it starts.
They're calling it out.
So you just find an open one.
The guys next to me.
Oh, okay. I thought we were supposed to look for a specific spot.
Me too.
I'm sure this is like
keep
watching a
moving.
lot of us dance in real life.
I'm so glad they changed that.
Evasive lunge.
You good,
Do we have
Kyle?
any reses?
Yeah, we're good. Stacks reset.
Dreadbolt Folly. Summon dutiful attendant.
Ad coming out.
Ad is out.
Evasive lunge.
Got him.
We barely have any healers, so we're just going to push it. See how far we can get.
Are they too close?
Dreadbolt Folly.
Down.
Yep. All right. Nice.
I have a soul stone this time.
Making progress here.
Evasive lunge.
So what happened? People didn't have squares that lit up for them. Was that what happened?
No, I didn't.
It only does at the beginning. As soon as the dance starts, you will not have any markers. You have to follow the people on the dance floor.
Yeah, you have 8 seconds to get to your little lighted circle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a beam of light is kind of what it looks like. At least I thought that's what it looked like. It's not like a marker
Okay,
or
like a vertical
circle.
light, or
Like my whole square.
Maybe it's a tile lights up. Maybe that's what it
Yeah.
is.
My whole square was lit up, like it was all gold.
And
I
for
did
me,
not
as
see
a
that.
melee, I was in the extreme back of the room, so be ready for that.
Yeah, use movement speed for it.
Okay. So yeah, I'll keep an eye out when we hit to 50. Maybe at like 55% or something. Dot, I might ask you to toss a gate from like the middle towards like the back or something to help those folks out that need it.
Okay.
Thank you.
If the distance on that's an issue, then maybe just pull the bosses back more over here, so we're in the middle more.
Yeah, I think we can do that. We'll see why not.
Do we need another cauldron?
I have 18 minutes. I think we need one at this moment. What about everybody else?
12.
Okay. Yeah, let's get a cauldron, please, Chubb. I'll drop a feast here. Tano, Kale, you guys still need those markers, or are you good? You got your.
I'm having at
dance
least 2 markers, just so we can snap to like if we're gonna tank around here, just so we got 2 different snap points.
Yeah, I'll put down the. Yeah. No, I was gonna tell you. I was marking the bosses. I was gonna tell you. Go ahead, put down your markers. Now you know how the dance is supposed to go between you two, so you can freely put down the markers as both of you guys see fit.
And it looked like they came back down with the same thread table, right? I noticed them running right to the tanks when they came down. After the dance, that is.
I didn't notice I hard taunted.
I wasn't tanking, that's how I noticed. Because I just started DPSing it away.
What are you setting up? Is blue where you want the 2 bosses, and then orange is
blue
where?
will be where the 2 will go. The issue is we can't do a double swap, so Skull will be on me permanently.
Let's move it up just a bit. The reason, if it's in the middle, obviously range, we got to move back a little bit. So if we're all the way back here, then we're back into the same problem. We would have to run all the way to where the bosses are now if that's where our target is. I would say move it up just a little bit. Probably where Scott's jumping right now. Keep that area where the tanks are. Yep, where the bosses are. That way. And then same thing, Dot, just to make sure you put down your gate for those people that do have to go a distance. If the dance is close to where the boss is and that's where your square is, then you're already set.
So don't mind when Skull is moving with Moon. It's literally becomes impossible to do a double taunt swap.
So
after the charge.
Is she doing anything to you guys or no?
Oh fuck yeah, she is. Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's why I'm holding him, because I've got magic stuff.
Okay, and you're holding Frida and then swapping.
And then we're swapping
Nicholas and
Nick and Stav.
Okay.
So if
you might have to weave in a taunt with Frida. I mean, what's going on? Talk to me. Is it an issue, or
our 2 time swaps between Stavros and Nicholas are close enough together to where we can't taunt Frida and still maintain that dance. So that's why Tano's keeping her.
We physically can't keep the taunt swaps between Stav and the other one. Death Knight has the 2, but Kale does not. So I just hold Skull.
Okay. So do we just need heavy heals on you then?
Heavier, but I got kept up last time. The reason it's me, not Kale, is because I've got magic resistance stuff.
Possibly Rhyme. Let's hold off on that. Let's try.
No, we don't need 3 tanks.
Yep. Let's just see how this works. All right, check Ripple.
So literally, if you see Skull moving, it's because I'm moving. And don't worry, Moon will always be positioned in the right spot.
Oh yeah, flasks. Let's get a cauldron, please, Chubb.
You think these things grow on trees?
Yep.
All right, one more check. Making good progress here, guys. We're doing good here. I would at least like to see maybe a pull or two on Sludge Fist. So let's hunker down on this encounter. I think for the most part, we got the first phase down, and then from there should be easier. All right, all ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let them set up.
Dreadbolt Volley. Summon dutiful attendant. Evasive lunge.
Ad is incoming. Behind us. Nicely done.
Dreadbolt Volley.
Find your buddy. Keep moving, remember.
Evasive lunge.
Keep moving.
Swap.
Nicely done. Nicely done. That was much better.
Drinking.
All right, find your marker, your square.
Listen for the callouts.
Like the fireworks. All right, reset the bosses.
Evasive lunge. Dreadbolt Volley. Summon dutiful attendant.
That is up.
Evasive lunge. Dreadbolt
Swap.
Volley.
Keep moving with your partner.
Necro move. Melee, please, off tank.
Dreadbolt Volley. Evasive lunge.
Yep, just be wary of Stav, what he's just doing right there. If you're hanging around the tank.
Dreadbolt Volley.
Next ad is incoming.
Dreadbolt Volley. Summon dutiful attendant.
Ad from the right.
Volley. Evasive lunge.
Baroness is dead. Swap. KO.
All right, so we're on X.
Dread your servants. Evasive lunge.
All right, these ads, bring them in. If they're targeting you, range personnel, do your best to bring them in. Or do they just stop? All right, let's get some
No,
grip if we can.
You can stun and slow.
Evasive lunge.
Oh, you're so far away.
Waltz of blood.
Man, that sucks, Thunder. Dodge.
Summon dutiful attendant. Evasive lunge.
Ad coming in.
Drinking.
Get that ad down. Nicely done.
Dread your servants. Evasive lunge.
Get ready to find your buddy.
Swap.
Get these, work on these ads.
Evasive lunge. Summon dutiful attack.
All right, dancers are incoming. Get ready to dodge them.
Evasive lunge.
And the ad's incoming too.
Wait, what?
I think that's like sort of an enrage, right? The debuff. It stacks.
I have a soul stone.
That would suck. I mean, that can't be. That's too early. We didn't get to the last boss yet.
Well, no, it resets when you hit the dance. Which we weren't super far away from. But I wonder if a hero's got to be held. It's the oppressive atmosphere was like at 8 or 9 stacks there.
So I think we're probably gonna have to save our tranks for when we get higher stacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's save. Let's do. What about hero after the second dance, Tide? When we're on Nick. When we get Nick to 50, we do the dance, and then we hero from there to try to push to the last boss.
Yeah, because there's not a dance when we transition to the new boss, right? And that's why it's stacked up there.
Yeah, it's just 50%.
Yeah, we can try that.
All right, let's do that then. Okay, so these ads. Yeah, there's got to be a way to quickly get them in as fast so that they don't do any kind of casting, so we can't like interrupt them. Yeah.
I can only death grip so many.
But it still took a while. I mean, we're still dealing with other shit too, you know. So, all right. Well, just FYI, guys, when we hit that point, we got to do our best because it looked like things started getting out of control because we started falling behind on ads, and then the servant that would come out to shield the boss, and so that's all this game is just making sure we try to stay on top of things here as quickly as possible. Did anybody have an issue with the dance this last pull, or were we good?
I saw it this time.
Yeah. Did everybody see their assigned box?
Yeah, much better now.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It does give a pillar of light too if you're looking down the dance floor, like if it's off in the distance. Because I was standing at a spot that looked illuminated, but that wasn't the correct spot.
Okay, we're all ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dreadbolt Fall. Summon dutiful attendant. Evasive lunge.
And yeah, it might not be much, but let's try to hold off on that interrupt on the volley as long as possible. The longer she's doing that, the less she's doing other stuff. So it might not add up to much, but at least it's better than nothing. All right, let's try to recover here. Nicely done. Here comes the ad.
Summon dutiful attendant.
Ad from the right.
Drinking.
All right, get ready to dance.
Dance macabre.
Find your mark. Reset.
Evasive lunge. Dreadbolt volley.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Dreadbolt volley.
Find your buddy.
Dreadbolt volley. Evasive lunge. Dreadbolt volley.
I clicked on that waiter, but I don't know what happened. I couldn't tell.
Summon dutiful attendant.
Add from the back left.
We're gonna hero armor.
Evasive lunge.
Oh no, the second 50%. But let's try this out.
Okay.
Let's see how this
Yeah,
works.
we're gonna have the other boss transition.
Find your buddy and keep moving.
Evasive lunge.
All right, on Nicholas.
Dredger servant. Evasive lunge.
Swap.
All right, let's work on these waiters. Yep. Good job. Yeah, try to grip them, do whatever we can here.
Evasive lunge.
One towards the back. Keep moving if you get the debuff.
Waltz of blood.
All right, and dodge the dancers.
Summon dutiful attendant. Evasive lunge.
We got to add incoming to the bosses right now. Let's work on that. As soon as the dancers are done, let the tanks reset.
Dredger servants.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Working well here.
Haley, can you move?
Ads are back out. Let's work on them.
Evasive
Don't lose sight of the staff. He's still doing that dash. Make sure you're not standing in front of him.
We're close to 50. Let's push it to get this debuff reset.
summon dutiful
Quickly get these ads. All right.
evasive lunge.
Attendant is up.
Waltz of blood.
What is it? What's like crushing us all of a sudden?
It's a debuff.
Oppressive atmosphere.
Nobody's killing the attendant quick enough to break the shield so we can push them to the next phase.
Well, no, it was just like the whole raid took like massive damage.
It was your staff.
Yeah, every second is 2,700 damage there.
Mine was 30 something hundred.
And that's from the bubble?
Yeah,
One.
it's a DPS check there. You can't have too long between each dance phase. It's probably for us right now finding the balance between how much we chase around those little ads versus stay on the boss.
Well, I saw we got a couple grips in. That was good. We were able to bring him in. I mean, what if I just go around and marking them just so we can single target fire and hopefully that way not everybody's all spread out all over the place.
Can they be CC'd?
I didn't try.
Yeah. I think they're supposed to be more passively cleaved than focused.
I would love to cleave them, but they're just all over the fucking place.
Oh, I get that, but we're gonna wipe to the stacking dot if we don't kill the boss quick enough.
So
if you're ramp class, you do not want to be switching to those.
yeah, let's okay, then let's just do that. Let's just make it passive. I think if we're just like the last pull, if we're close to transitioning the boss, I'm hoping, and those ads are out, I'm hoping maybe they just despawn if we do transition. Actually, they would have to. That'd be shitty if we were had to fight them and dance at the same time. I don't know.
Do we wanna-
if it gets to that point, I think we should just ignore them and just try to push the boss. Because people are saying they're not hitting that hard at all.
Didn't we use Lust at a wrong time, right?
Yeah, we really should wait until we kill the first one because they heal after we kill the first one. So if the debuff is getting too high because there's no dance between when we kill the first one and get the second one to 50, and they heal after we kill the first one, we need to wait and save the lust until we start burning the second guy, burning X. Because that we shouldn't really have a problem with the ads if we lust at the right time.
Yeah, I think we do lust when the ads come up, probably. But yeah, either way, you're in that same phase. Whether you kill the first one and then they heal and you kill the second one, as long as your damage is on the correct boss, it's not wasted. Now, you could argue that heroes can be better with cleave, right, to kill the little ads too. So I think that would be probably the prime opportunity to hit it.
You know what? Let's just do that for now, Tide. Let's do it when the ads come out.
Yeah, so we should be on that second boss then.
Yeah.
In that phase, we got to get them before we get like 10 stacks. At that point, it's like
Yeah.
hard.
That's when I want you to do it. Let's see how that works out. And then we can go from there.
I do want to give a reminder, please don't stand on Cal and I. The dash does a lot of damage, and I know I had to rearrange a fair bit.
Yeah, good point. Just be mindful, guys. There's a lot of movement here too, so Kale and Tana will be readjusting from time to time. So just make sure that you're moving with them, and also give them time to set up as well. I mean, of course, we want a DPS, but they will be on the move. All right, we're all ready. Here we go.
Hey, I'm sorry. In the second phase, when the dancers come down, do they always come down in the same spot?
I don't. They're moving up above us, so I think it's wherever they are at that point in time. That's when they come down.
Okay, because I was in the front and there was like no dancers, so I didn't have to dodge anything.
Keep an eye on Chubb. See, go back to the same spot. See if that's the case. All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dreadful Folly. Summon Dutiful Attendant. Evasive Lunge.
All right, get ready to find your buddy. Remember, keep moving.
Dreadful Folly. Dreadful Folly. Evasive Lunge. Drain Essence. Evasive Lunge. Summon Dutiful Attendant.
Add.
Evasive Lunge.
Stop crying.
Yeah, we got anything.
Happened on
It
that.
was right around.
Okay. Just do the dance and then wipe it up. Or do you take damage if you mess up on purpose here?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, just mess up on purpose. Just wipe it up.
It stacks. Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, and just run to the edge. The gargoyles do a lot of damage to you too.
Don't release.
Evasive Lunge.
What was it before? Was anybody else keeping track? Or normally, what we're at the first 50%?
Last time it was about 5.
Okay, all right. So we were
I
definitely.
think.
Okay. I think we just we fell a bit behind. That's all it was. 5 to 6 is average. Okay. Yeah, we just gotta I mean, yeah, we gotta go all out best as we can. Especially without hero right off the bat.
Yeah, and we gotta swap to that dutiful attendant ASAP too. Cause that just slows us down the longer he's up.
All right, check for pull. You look ridiculous, Boral.
Five, 4,
Yes, says the guy with the Cyclops transmog.
1.
I've only got 2 taunts.
Let's reset here.
Dreadbolt volley.
Find your buddy and keep running. Running with them.
Evasive lunge. Dreadbolt volley. Drain essence.
Yeah, see, we're already at 4. About to hit 5 probably, and we still got another 15%.
Evasive lunge.
Lazy.
Dreadbolt volley.
Get ready for the ad.
I had Karma on.
Summon dutiful attendant.
I'm trying to be
Left.
degenerate.
Ad is incoming. All right, find your mark. Shoot. What was the stacks on that? Did anybody see? What were like 7 maybe? Maybe it was 7. 6.
Enough! Your spastic gyrations.
Dreadbolt volley. Evasive lunge. Dreadbolt volley.
All right. Yep, find your buddies. Keep moving.
Dreadbolt volley. Dreadbolt volley.
Good job. We're on good pace here. I like where we're at right now.
Dreadbolt volley. Dreadbolt volley. Summon dutiful attendant. Dreadbolt volley.
Ad is out.
Evasive lunge.
Back on Frida.
Dreadbolt volley.
Find your buddy. Keep moving.
Dreadbolt
That's just got to be quicker than that, Haley.
evasive lunge.
You can't run away from people in cat form, bud.
Oh, you can't?
That he's just too
Right
fast.
with your group.
8 stack.
It resets when they die, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good to know.
Dredger servant. Evasive lunge.
All right, let's work on these ads here. That Starfall, there we go.
Evasive lunge.
All right, dodge. Still got some ads out. Keep dodging. Be wary where the tanks are too, especially Stav.
Yeah, making me move quite a lot.
All right, reset.
Drinking.
Doing good, doing good. Only got 8%. Let's go.
Bailey slide, you're right.
Ignore these ads. Let's just push. Let's see what happens. Push Nick. Nice. All right. Find your mark. Yep, that's good to know. Or I hope they don't come back out. That would suck.
They leave for the dance.
Yeah.
Don't jinx it, man.
Oh, they do.
Not for etiquette.
They literally left for the dance. Oh, that's so funny. All right, let's wrap up these ads, guys.
Cool down.
Ad is out. You're on the ad. Find your buddy. Keep moving. Dodge. Keep working this ad.
Watch out if you're directly behind.
Chub, chub, move. All right, let's keep it going. We're doing good here. Doing good here. Do we have any reses? Let's get Haley up, please. Yep.
You're safe here.
Keep working these ads.
We gotta push Nick soon.
Drinking.
All right, ignore the ads. Just get on Nick.
Oh god.
We lost Kale.
Stand to my left.
You gotta get the attendant.
Attendant, yep.
Oh, I didn't see that ad. Okay, yep, attendant, please.
Do not stand on me.
All right, now find your buddies, keep them moving, and let's try to push Nick. All right, it's good progress.
So the little ads that come out, are they doing any major damage? Why do we even need to switch to them?
The thing I'm afraid of is that since they came out after the dance, I think if we don't take care of them, they're just going to keep stacking.
No, well, if you've got like good passive cleave and kind of stuff, and we can occasionally death grip that kind of thing, I do think that you shouldn't be focusing them. I'm pretty sure Fat Boss said you just kind of cleave them down.
Yeah.
Like not intentionally targeting them. You need to put the damage on the boss so that you can phase.
We can do that then, yeah. We won't, just like you said, we won't single target them. We'll just, whenever we have a grip or something like that, guys, just bring them in. Necro and Tenno.
I'm using mine on cooldown.
Yep, whenever you guys can, just bring them in and then we'll cleave it down and then just keep doing our thing. Doing good though, we're making great progress here.
Yeah, my bad on that. I didn't put the portal down again.
It doesn't really matter. Like, I'll have to take the portal to get over there, and then it takes me 20 seconds to run back, so.
Did you have a square, Necro? I felt like you were just like kind of hanging out between me and there's somebody else. I was like, what?
I will say, if you don't start on your square, but you pay attention to like where you're supposed to have moved, you can like pick up the dance and then start getting the buffs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. When you get a partner, what are you supposed to do? Like, you run to them and then you just follow around?
Keep running away. Those little blood pools that you see.
Okay.
Yeah, you just got to keep moving, so you're not.
You have to be within 8 yards of them.
Gotcha. Because when I got it, I was in tree form, and it made me slower being in tree form. So then I started running, but then I died.
That was just a shitty situation you were in then. But yeah, that's that one. Yeah. Or maybe
Yeah, like,
go to Bear, tell us Iron Bark, and hopefully you can survive if you're
Right.
too far away from somebody.
Like what Scott said too, don't use some movement ability though. Unless you're closing the gap with your partner, don't run away from your partner.
Yeah, my thing was trying to get to them in the first place, and I died because I couldn't.
Yeah. So I just want to reiterate one more time. There are some, instances here where there's a lot of movement and everybody's kind of running around with their head chopped off. Just be mindful of Moon, Stav. All right, he's going to do his dash, and if you get caught in it, it's pretty much a one shot. You're going to be actually it is a one shot. So just remember when you see things are not the way they normally are, and we're all running around, or if the tanks are trying to reposition back to where they need to be, your eyes should be directly finding where the Moon is and making sure you're not in any kind of path. Of course, Kale and Tana, they're going to do their best to make sure that the pathway is not going to run into anybody, but obviously we're moving so much, so we have to do our part as well to make sure we're helping them out. Are you good? You good, Tana?
Yeah, I was just putting stuff in.
Okay. All right, here we go.
He wants you to trick him.
Well, you're pulling off me with all my stuff on, boss.
1. Dreadful folly. Summon dutiful attendant. Evasive lunge.
Attendant.
You ready to find your buddy?
Dreadful folly. Dreadful folly. Evasive lunge. Dreadful folly.
Remember, please treat it like a dragon.
Dreadful folly. Evasive lunge.
You ready for attendant?
Dreadful folly. Summon dutiful attendant. Folly.
Attendant's out. Back on Frida.
Evasive lunge. Dreadful
Drinking.
Oh. That was funny.
We made it next.
Crap. We literally all converged on the same spot. That was ridiculous.
Great.
All right. Let the guys reset here.
Do you want Tessa?
Yeah, yes, please.
evasive lunge. Dreadful folly. Dreadful folly. Summon dutiful attendant.
Attendant. Coming from the rear or in front.
Evasive lunge.
Go to the rear.
Yeah. Find your buddies.
Wait. Yeah, we gotta be here.
Evasive lunge.
All right. Stacks reset. We're good. Let's reset here. So just a reminder, those small little servants, we're just going to ignore them and cleave them down whenever they're able to get within cleaving range. Focus on Nicholas. Find your buddies. reposition, guys. Reposition. And dodge.
Summon dutiful attendant.
Tendons out. Coming from the right. Alright, we gotta push Nick.
Dredger servants.
Everything we got.
Evasive lunge. Dance macabre.
Nicely done. So same thing. When this is done,
He took the port.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's weird.
somebody took the portal.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Kind of running away though.
Alright, let the tanks reset. Be mindful of Moon, guys. This is where we gotta push right here.
Evasive lunge.
If anyone has
Is that
innervate,
one
can
or
you
two
do
turn
just?
out?
A 2.
Summon dutiful attendant.
Attendants out.
Swap.
Waltz of blood.
And dodge. Back on Nick.
Dredger
Coming up on 5 stacks, we gotta push him.
evasive lunge.
Good job, healers. Keep it up. Ignore the ads.
Drinking.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Now there should be ads that come on and explode.
Yep.
Remember, treat him like a dragon.
Stacks reset.
Evasive lunge.
You keep holding.
Evasive lunge.
So is it these guys that explode now? I guess so. Oh yeah, one of them do. Oh,
Evasive lunge.
wow. Okay. Whoa.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
What? We're supposed to kill Skull. Yeah.
Wow. I did not even see an open spot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Jeez Louise. All right. Now we know.
Come closer,
Yeah. No, I think it just automatically came with Skull. I saw it, but I didn't think anything of it.
You didn't think anything of a Skull.
What a
I
pretty
mean,
little
I
skull.
saw that. All I knew was that things were going to blow up, and that's what I was expecting. But I didn't expect you to have to kill something. These strats are all work in progress. But that was great, guys. I mean, we pretty much we were right there. Minus that one mishap that just happened. I think for the most part, that was a kill. So let's keep it up here. We got about 10 minutes left, so let's make these last few pulls count. Get some gear. Does anybody
Hey,
need
Junks,
gear
next
after the
week,
pulls?
are we going to start fresh or are we going to extend?
We're gonna start fresh. Hopefully, get some better gear for these last few bosses.
Yeah, because Sledgefish is a DPS check, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, strictly a DPS check. All right, check for pull. All right, we're all ready. Here we go.
Whenever somebody has an innervate up, please just put it on a healer.
3, 2, 1. Dreadbolt fire. Summon dutiful attendant. Evasive lunge.
Attendant.
Dreadful Folly.
Yeah, we're on Baroness.
Oh, they're not marked.
Dreadful Folly. Dreadful Folly. Evasive Lunge. Dreadful Folly. Summon Dutiful Attendant.
Here comes the attendant. Left side. Find your mark.
He'll be right back at the spot where he left. So let's make sure we blow him up.
Mm-hmm.
Enough! Your spastic gyrations sicken.
Evasive Lunge.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
Dreadful Folly. Evasive Lunge.
Swap.
Dreadful Folly. Dreadful Folly. Summon Dutiful Attendant.
Attendant, behind us.
Evasive Lunge.
And get ready to find your buddy.
Checking.
Alright, we need to push. Frida, let's go.
Dreadful Folly. Dreadful Folly.
Push, push, push.
Drinking.
Yeah, we just got the 8 stacks.
Alright, good job, healers. Let's recover here. Everybody on Nick.
Evasive Lunge.
Remember, ignore the ads, just so it passively cleaves them down.
Get that lust.
Find your buddy.
Swap.
Dodge.
Summon Dutiful Attendant. Evasive Lunge.
Attendant is out. Back on Nick.
Dredger Servant. Evasive Lunge.
Same thing, guys. We're pushing limits here. Let's push them. Alright, nicely done. Find your mark.
I'll start with Mooncale.
Alright, guys, we gotta push it here.
Evasive Lunge. Summon Dutiful Attendant.
Attendant from the front.
Swap.
Dodge.
Dredger servants. Evasive lunge.
Keep working, Nick. Ignore these ads for the most part. Good job, healers. Keep us topped off.
Swap.
Drinking.
Nicely done. On staff. Great job, great job. Mindful of that dash, it's incoming.
It's yours, go.
Alright, skull is marked. Everybody on skull.
Move him over, Kale.
Evasive lunge.
Quickly, quickly. Gotta get him down. Oof. Damn. We're right there. That was so close.
That was
All right,
terrible.
folks.
We got Dark Recital right there when we had to stack.
Yeah. We're gonna call it a night, guys. We're right at midnight here. So that was a good run. I think we had it, but we'll get them next week for sure. Great job, everybody. So what does that put us at? We were at 6 out of 10 this week.
6, yep.
That's pretty good considering how there's a lot of issues with tuning and all kinds of different things. So that was a great job, guys. Pat yourself on the back for that one. Like I said earlier, we'll start fresh again next week, and then we'll go from there. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Have a good one.
Hey,
Good night,
Jackson,
everyone.
and we're not raiding during Christmas or New Year's, right?
Correct. Hold on, let me look at the calendar here. So it's 24. 25, 26 we are not raiding, and 31st, first and second we're not raiding. So
Okay, thanks.
next weekend will be our last raiding weekend for 2020, and then I'll see everybody again on January 8th.
All right. See you, everyone.